6 weeks, full back to brick completion. The level of quality, exceptional. The time it was done in, unbelievable. But do you know what's even more unbelievable? Not the fact that I'm going to pull all of my money out of this deal, what I am actually going to be using this property for. You guys are going to think I've gone insane. Stick around to the end of the video, because like I said, it's nuts. Just seen the before and afters of one of my latest developments. Now, it was a full back to brick and it was a new set of contractors. Guys, these contractors were insane. The level of work that they have done this to and the way they have finished the project is exceptional. It's exactly what I expected. But I was a little bit nervous because at the pace that they was moving at, they were flying, and all I kept saying was, it's amazing, but it's all down to the finished product. So I'm in here now, I look around, I've snagged the place, and it's exceptional. Now for you guys that don't know what snagging is, now snagging is when you come into a finished development and you make sure that everything that you want is done correctly. You make sure that every finish is to the standard that you want it, and this is exceptional. So the contractors were so good, and the reason that they were so good was because of communication was on point. They never moaned about anything whatsoever. They got stuck in. They kept me updated every step of the way. Every single time something was happening, they told me. What they were planning on doing the next day or the next week, they told me. They kept that clear line of communication. And the fact that my project manager was on site nearly every 2 days, maybe 3 days, because this is 10 minutes from my Cornwall Row offices, we were able to keep a track of stage payments. We was able to know what we was paying, when we was paying it, and had the work been completed to the money that we was outlaying. It's probably been the perfect development, the one that you wish for, the one that you want just to give you that boost of confidence. If a newbie did this, you guys would be absolutely over the moon, because this is the level, this is the standard, and this is the quality of people you need around you. We're in the kitchen, which is my favourite part of the house. Now, the kitchen was that side originally. I had the wall knocked out, had the steel fitted, and created this open plan living kitchen area. Now, I love this kitchen. I love the white cupboards with the light grey and the splashback to match. It's something that I think the contractors have done extremely well, because I gave them free roam. I told them to pick the colours. This here was a conservatory outside, and as you can see, the landscaping hasn't been started yet. The team are coming in next week. Back gardens, front gardens. We are doing a full breakdown of costs on this property as well, so you'll see that in the next coming weeks. But look at this. I added this. I left the angles of the existing window in to create more space with the floor to ceiling windows. I think it looks really cool, and it makes this kitchen look really light, bright, airy, welcoming. And guess what? The end user. What am I actually doing with this property? Now, you all know that I'm refinancing it to pull all my money out. I'm not selling it because I'm refinancing it. I'm not using it for social or supported housing. I'm not renting it straight out to tenants. What's left? What's left? Because I don't do nothing else. semi-detached property, 3 bedrooms. It's been done to an exceptional standard. There's been no expense spared. There's been no shortcuts. Every single thing in here is unbelievable quality. Now, when I look around, I don't want to ruin what we have, but obviously we're in business to make money. Now, I'm going to refinance this property and pull all my money out. And I usually rent it out, supported living. Am I going to do social housing? Am I actually sticking with supported living? Am I going to get private tenants in here? What am I actually doing with this property? Well, my answer is going to surprise you, because this property is 5 minutes from Birmingham city centre, and I've been approached by a number of people who want to use it for serviced accommodation. Basically, a rent to rent. I own the property, they want to rent it from me, and then they want to use it for serviced accommodation. They've guaranteed me a fixed rent every single month, which is higher than what I would get on your standard tenancy. They have promised me that the property will be kept in the same condition it's in now. Full and repairing lease. They want me to sign for 3 or 5 years. Am I happy about it? Yes, because I need to know how this rent to rent game works, and I need to know how this serviced accommodation game works, because I have multiple properties all the time coming to market, and if I can get a better rate where I know that my properties aren't going to get ruined, let's see if it works, because I slate rent to rent. I love service accommodation. I think it's amazing if you own the properties, but I have no desire to run a serviced accommodation business. I don't want it. I don't have the time. Other people do. So let's see if rent to rent service accommodation really does work.